Это уже моя третья попытка записать эту ёбаную игру, блядь. Как бандикам мне показывает большой свой жирный хуй. Но ничего страшного, мы ведь сильные. Короче, смысл этого видео в том, что
There's no feeling more intense than starting over.
Как он заебал уже пиздец.
If you deleted your homework
Я не
the
знаю,
day before it
повлияет
was
ли я, но
due,
я сейчас звук
as I
себе
have,
убавлю просто
or if you
вдоль.
left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here. Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop. Quit the game. And don't worry, I'll save your progress always, even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them, once you have the correct method, or the correct equipment, or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real.
Кто, ребята, не играл в эту игру, те,
and that makes the game uniquely
пиздец нахуй какой-то.
But I'm not sure Jazuo
Я никогда
intended
не
to make a
пойму
frustrating
того,
game.
как
The
же,
frustration
сука,
is just essential
бесит
to the
этот
act of
человек.
climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing.
Кстати, удивительный факт, это разработчика этой игры зовут Беннета Фоди.
I'd have an idea for a new obstacle,
Это
and I'd
игра
build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard.
разработчика.
But I couldn't bring
То
myself
есть
to
он,
make it
сука, сам
easier.
про себя
It
сделал
already
игру,
felt
теперь
like my
рубит с этого
inability to get
бабла.
past the new obstacle was my fault, as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world, not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas. For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. Be games, be movies, be music, be philosophy. Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight. In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things? When games were new, they wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly, a quick fix for the fickle, some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you, you're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat. Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you. Like a baby bird being fed chewed up food. That's culture too. But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far, feeling frustrated. It's underrated. An orange is sweet, juicy fruit locked inside a bitter peel. That's not how I feel about a challenge. I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit. It's licorice.
Все, по-моему, допидел. Я, короче, знаете, почему молчу, когда он пиздит? Изначально он пиздел слишком громко. И меня попросту не было слышно. Сейчас он, наверное, будет пиздеть слишком тихо, и поэтому его будет не слышно. Ну, а помолчать же он не может, блядь. Не знаю, может это 10-я минута игры. Ну, в прошлый раз мне бандикам типа сказал, хотите продажи, так
designer and user. You could have refused, but you didn't. There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
Может быть, я пройду эту за одну серию, может нет. А вот, кстати, на этом месте я, блядь, ни разу с первого раза не поднимался, шапа, иди нахуй. И, ребята, никогда не экспериментируйте, сука, с этой шапкой, потому что это просто пиздец. Я как-то раз встал на нее, так она, сука, скользкая. И скатился обратно, чтобы вы понимали.
It means a lot to me that you've come this far, endured this much, every wisecrack, every insensitivity. Every setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that you've given me.
Вот это последний шарик. Я же это помню.
We have the
Ой.
same taste, you and
Помните,
I.
мы в прошлый раз катались на
It's not
этой змее?
ambition. It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission
Весело
to
было.
taste defeat. You'll feel
Всё,
bad if you
Василий.
win, so I put this snake in for you.
Опа, мастер. Я, наверное, выдержу поднимание по этой горе, потому что ну просто пиздец долго. Хотя в этот раз я даже быстро сюда дошел. У меня такого ни разу не было, чтобы я до сюда так быстро дошел.
Have you thought about who you are in this? Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes? Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer? I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow, nor the man, nor the man's hand. In this you're his will, his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent.
Я когда в первый раз играл в эту игру, я дошел до сюда, кое-как еле-еле через жопу, и просто забил хуй просто на это место. Я серьезно, я в первый раз, когда играл в эту игру, блядь, я даже дальше не прошел. А сейчас даже вырезать вот не пришлось, как я проходил эту хуйню. Это вот первый раз я так быстро прошел просто. Так. Никогда не возникало трудности с этой тележкой. Ой, как все лагает. Ой, как мало 16 FPS. О-хо-хо-хо.
You've conquered the ice cliff, the platforms, the church, and the rectory, the living room and the factory, the playground, the construction site, the granite rocks, and the lakeside. You've learned to hike. There's no way left to go but up, and in a moment I'll shut up.
Так,
let me
блин,
say,
аккуратно,
I'm glad
мастери
you
свою
came.
задницу. По-моему, даже с первой попытки прошли эту башню. Никогда у меня такого не было. Фак, Там есть пасхалочка внизу. Типа обратно на планету надо лететь. Там кое-как перелетать этот ёбаную вышку. Там аккуратно падать, соскальзывать, чтобы найти одну пасхалочку. По игре секстихайтинг. Секстихайтинг, это кто не знает, это основа вот этой игры. То есть она труднее раз в 500, чем вот это.
I dedicate this game to you, the one who came this far. I give it to you with all my love.
Сейчас мы приземлимся на какой-нибудь метеорит. Или упадем на землю. Одно из двух. Мне первый вариант нравится немного больше. Вот, я выполнил свою затею в мечты. Я прошел эту игру за одну серию. А, нет, все, улетел. Ну вот, ребята. Вот так вот. Вот, Getting Where It With Беннета Фоди. A Game by, типа игра принадлежит Беннету Фоди. Весь они поняли, что человек создал игру по себя. The original sexy hiding game contact by two Jazo. То есть оригинальная задумка этой игры, это игра sexy hiding. Я, может, делаю по ней одну только серию, потому что это полный пиздец. Я если пройду первый уровень, я охуею. Ну, сейчас мы, наверное, или пропустим, или нет. Мы посмотрим титры. Их же там нельзя отмотать. Никак. Я немного приболел тут. А точнее, не то чтобы немного, а просто охуеть, как я приболел. Просто рак головного мозга и рядом не стоял с тем, как я приболел. Так что вот почему не было так долго на канале видео. Ну вот, титры закончились. Сейчас вы узнаете, за сколько я прошел эту игру. И я сам посмотрю. Мне тоже интересно. 17 минут. 17 минут. 5 целых и там 468 секунд. Добро пожаловать на вершину горы. Если тебя не много, можешь зайти внутрь и поздороваться. Я торжественно клянусь, что ля-ля-ля, тополя. Not enter your name. Нет, ребята. Я вам не покажу, что там дальше. Вам дальше нельзя. Там будут рады лишь тем, кто взобрался. Ну что ж, ребята, всем пока.